Exactly this time last year, you came in and sort of gave the state of the defense. You were pretty heated last year. How's it going so far this year?
It's going solid. We're out there working, putting it together, getting back to the fundamentals, understanding as a team what we left out there, what we really need to work on, getting a feel for each other, even more playing in the defense. Everything's just going well right now.
The defense did so many good things last year. How do you sort of just put that to bed and look ahead to this year?
Well, you learn from the situations that we win and the tough ones that we didn't make it great out of. I know overall we'll say that the defense played great, whoop-de-whoop, but man, towards the end, I can't stop thinking about the last 3 minutes when the Patriots ran the ball on us all game. So that's something that we got to go back and say, heck yeah, this is what we got to work on. We got to make sure we stop the run, and that's something big.
Sorry, my bad. Was it a little weird for you going out there and not seeing 51?
I'm telling you, it's tough, but everybody, I promise, it still feels like he's here in the sense. His presence is what's felt more than anything as he's not here. But at the same time, it's tough understanding his position and where he was and what he had to do for the team now that I'm in the role in a sense.
Why does it feel like he's here, or his presence here?
Because everybody still talk about him, just like you know what I mean. Like what would he do in this situation? Or Puz would say this, or Puz would do that. So we still talk about him just like he here. It's just once you get in situations, or once we're in the meeting room, and you're not seeing him. So that's the only thing that's getting it.
Wash sort of credited you this morning with embracing more of that teaching role with some of the younger guys. Is that just something that kind of takes years to develop for you, and why do you feel comfortable in that role now?
The oldest guy in the room, and that's crazy, going in my 5th year, you know what I mean? But you just have to understand that these younger guys, they seen you. I played a lot of snaps on Sundays, so they just want to ask me and pick my brain, and I try and give them whatever information that I can. And it's easy but tough at the same time, because I'm still learning. Every time I go out there, I learn something new or something old that happens. I have to get reacquainted with it. But, again, it's slowly but surely coming along as the new Puz in the sense.
What are the, 1 or 2 questions that those guys ask you the most? What are the common questions at this point?
And that's crazy. It's what it feel like is one. And that's asked in the whole sense of getting to your second contract, you know what I mean, not having to worry in that sense. And then 2, how do I get ready? What is the kind of my preparation for getting ready for practice? How do I organize my notebooks? Is just getting ready. How do I go about it? And it's different, and that's why it's so tough, because it's different for me. I'm a little unorthodox with my things that I do, because I'm not Puz coming in at 5:15 every day. But again, learning to embrace it and be what they need me to be.
How much better at that are you now? Meaning not preparing what they're asking you than you were as a rookie.
Right. I'm just going to my 5th year, so I'm 5 times better. I'm 5 times better at it. Just understanding how it's done, going through the same thing over and over. And literally, I'm blessed to have the same defense. So I'm literally relearning the install that I did 5 years ago. Well, let's say 3 years ago, because it kind of switched up a little bit. But again, I was talking on the field with Doug today, and we cannot get tired of success. You know what I mean? We gotta keep being more successful, getting more success. You can't get tired in this process, and I think that's where we are right now.
Is that what you do to kind of manage expectations as well? That what we were good, but not good enough?
And that's it right there. We have to, because we lost our last game. Even though we take so much from the season and say, heck yeah, we did overcome so much more and do so much more. But at the end of the day, we didn't get every goal checked off that we wanted to. So then, therefore, it's not an accomplished season in a sense.
So is that, I think last year the defense used the not getting enough respect thing. Is what you just talked about, is that what will be the rallying point for this defense this year?
Right. It's definitely not respect. I think now people will definitely come in, with their chin straps buttoned up tight, their gloves tight, ready to go. It's how far do we want to go as a team? Because we have all the pieces that we need. We have everything. The offense is firing off on all cylinders. Joe D got that got the special teams going, and we got the defense rocking. So it's now as players. The coach is going to coach us and get us ready. You know what I mean? Ownership, they did their job by bringing us all together. Now it's on the players to say, how great do we want to be? Because this is our window to take it over.
Telvin, you seem to be making a play every single workout.
Right.
How many more plays would you make if there were actual physicality, and how much do you have to hold back during this period?
Right. Well, then just let's go to a Sunday. What's my average stats on Sunday? Nah, I'm telling you, that's kind of like if you're not making plays, what you're doing. But then you just got to understand, too, when your number's called, you got to be there to make that play. And I think that's in essence what it does for me, making the plays right now. And the actual question, every time I step on the field, I feel like I'm the best player out there. So, and go out and play like it. So, the stats will come, whatever a great game would be, whatever that is.
It seems like your instincts and coverage have also improved over the last 5 years. How comfortable do you feel in that aspect of your game?
I feel as comfortable as standing here talking, smiling to you all. You know what I mean? Again, when you have everybody around you playing to a certain level, and you play to a certain level, and it's expected of you, is how do you not embrace it, you know what I mean, and go out and give it everything you got, and then affect the guys next to you and hold them to that standard. So, we here, and we got to keep it going.
With the contract and the accolades and that sort of thing, do you feel like you've reached a point now where people don't even talk about your size and that sort of thing as like they used to?
Well, and that's what you got to realize. When it's great, everything's great. You know what I mean? So right now it's great. Nobody's gonna say, he's this and he's that. They're actually gonna applaud it. But I remember when we had those 3 and whatever seasons, and that's what people tried to say, and that's fine. I'm built for it, ready to take on the good and the bad.
Puz was really in here at 5:15 every morning.
Listen, he was eating breakfast like Mindy had to get up. So he'll probably get here. He was up there eating about 6. About 6 he was up there eating. Something like that, you know what I mean? And it was, yeah.
That was the one thing you were like, I don't think I can do.
I'm not a morning guy. I'm not a morning guy.
Telvin Smith rolling in?
I come in now, it depends. So right now, say we got to lift at 7, I'm going to get here about 6:30. Because I only eat fruits in the morning. I don't eat nothing that heavy. I only eat fruits and drink water in the morning. So I just eat, get ready to go. And I'll be ready. I roll out of bed ready. So it's different for a lot of guys. You know what I mean? All right, it's different. It's different.
I mean, we're joking about it, but it won't be hard. It won't be easy to replace all the stuff that Puz.
And that's what we were out there to really, I promise you, you're the literally 4th person that said that exact thing. And we said it, hey, don't be surprised if you get that call to come on out of retirement. And that's no knock. And that's no knock on the guys who are here now, because they're battling and they're getting right. They're just young guys. You know what I mean? And now it's an expectation of this defense and where we,
He's keeping himself.
Oh, listen, I know he's ready. I promise you. We said, what do you think Puz is doing? He's probably still going over installs, getting ready every day. What we doing today, that's what Puz just did, just not up here now.
On his backyard.
Exactly. But I tell you this, that's one thing, even though we sitting up here joking about it, he's really still in that mindset and ready to come back. And that's one thing everybody loves him about, why we still talking about him now. You know what I mean? It's love.